before the coronavirus will be declared a public health emergency of international concern and would spread from China to over 100 countries, including Italy, Australia, the United Kingdom, and the United States. Before the coronavirus would stop international travel and close down historic events including Coachella, E3, suspension of the NBA, production of TV shows including Riverdale, Survivor, The Amazing Race, and March Madness, it would go on without any fans in attendance.
Your body will sense this and start to trigger an immune response. And both of these things are what will create these symptoms that you begin to feel. In the case of the coronavirus, these symptoms include headaches, runny nose, coughing, sore throat, and fever.
Before YouTubers would make various videos on the topic, including ASAP Science, Philip DeFranco, Logan Paul, and celebrities would be diagnosed, including NBA star Rudy Gobert and Hollywood legend Tom Hanks. Now in this video, I'll give you a quick update on this deadly disease and its spread, then we'll get into more of how this has played out and affected the world of entertainment, also your favorite YouTubers and influencers. Now in a surprising turn of events, Corona beer sales, they're actually up 5%. Also, films like Contagion, well, they have skyrocketed on streaming services. But I gotta point out that this is no laughing matter and people are losing their loved ones in the thousands. Now, I remember when SARS broke out back in 2012 and my girlfriend at the time, she was actually put on quarantine. Now, SARS was very much a big deal, but the coronavirus has already spread further and faster. Now, at the time of this recording, there is no vaccine, so please wash your hands, cover your mouth when you cough, and stay away from people who are ill. Also, if you're feeling a little woozy yourself, you probably should stay away from school or work. We're actually looking a little slim here at the office. Well, not me, just the staff. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Michael McCrudden documenting the outbreak and the spread of the coronavirus prior to becoming a global pandemic. Here for you, of course, on Before They Were Famous. Now, if you're new to this channel, be sure to subscribe. And now let's get into the video. At the end of December 2019, public health officials from China, they informed the World Health Organization that they had a big problem, an unknown new virus causing pneumonia-like illnesses in the city of Wuhan. Now, some of those initially infected, they had worked at the Huanan Seafoof Wholesale market.
CNN has obtained this video filmed inside the market showing that more than seafood was on offer for sale. Images of the market from early December taken by a concerned customer indicate it was apparently selling other live wild animals, including skinned birds, snakes, and raccoon dogs, sparking concern that the virus might have been transmitted from animals to humans. CNN has not independently verified this footage posted on Chinese social media site Weibo.
A 61-year-old man was the first person to die from the virus, but there are conflicting reports. Now, some state that this guy was a regular shopper at the Hunan wet market, while other Chinese scientists, they say otherwise. That the first victim, he actually had no connection with the market at all. Still, over 20 people who have been diagnosed, well, they were all somehow connected to the market, so this is widely believed to be the birthplace of this pandemic. Now, wet markets, they put people in live and dead animals in close contact. Now, vendors there, they sell seafood, meat, and live animals. This includes chickens, donkeys, sheep, pigs, foxes, badgers, bamboo rats, hedgehogs, snakes, and bats. Now, vendors, they often slaughter animals in front of customers. Now, the genetic sequences of the new virus is 96% identical to one coronavirus, which is found in bats. Now, both SARS and MERS, they originated in bats, so a lot of people are pointing the finger at them bats in those cages. They're thinking that's where it came from. Now, Chinese health officials quickly reported the outbreak of the new virus to the World Health Organization, who needed to name the disease. Now, coronavirus is diverted from the Latin word corona, meaning crown or halo, because under a microscope, well, the group of viruses look like they have a royal crown or solar corona, an aura of plasma around the sun you can only see during a total solar eclipse. Now, for those of you who think it has anything to do with the beer, well, now you know. Now, there's also a classification name known as COVID-19. The CO and the VI, obviously that's for coronavirus, and the D is for disease. Also, 19 is the year when the disease emerged. Now, China, they took aggressive action at the start of the outbreak, shutting down transportation in Wuhan, which is home to over 11 million people. Now, they also canceled flights and trains in and out of the city. Dozens of other cities, they were placed under effective quarantine to try and slow down the spread of the virus into other countries, but it was too late. Now, the Chinese government, they even canceled celebrations of the Lunar New Year's, which for many is the only day they get off in the entire calendar year. So it's a pretty big deal when they shut down New Year's. Now, the virus, it jumps between people who are in very close contact with one another and probably spreads when an infected person sneezes or coughs, and people can spread the virus before they know they even have it. Now, around 80% of confirmed cases, they are mild. So far, the fatality rate for the new illness is around 2 or 3%, but that could change as the outbreak progresses. Now, most deaths in the outbreak, they've been with older people, those with underlying health issues already. Now, in that group, the fatality rate, it's a little higher, as much as 14%. Now, the virus is moving rapidly around the world. In China, the number of those infected and those who have died is much higher than other parts of the world. But early clusters, they quickly began to appear in the likes of Italy, Iran, Japan, Australia, and South Korea. Now, at least 168 coronavirus patients, they died in Italy in one single day. And that entire country, well, it looks like it's on lockdown. Now, it didn't take long for the disease to spread to the United States, infecting a conference in Boston and other hotspots throughout the US, including Washington State, New Rochelle, New York. That entire suburb, it's been placed under containment. Now, nearly every other state has reported at least one infection. At the time of this recording, there are just under 1,000 confirmed cases in the US and just under 100 here in Canada. Now, there aren't any proven treatments just yet, but there are dozens of studies underway to try and find a vaccine. Now, development, it takes a long time, and even if everything goes smoothly, well, it could be as much as a year or even 18 months before there's a vaccine readily available to the masses. All right, so now you know about the coronavirus. But seeing as this is before they're famous, well, let's talk about how it's affected Hollywood and the world of entertainment. Now, at first, it was a little bit of a meme, and creators, well, they got to work using it for content. Now, YouTubers, they were having a hard time monetizing the content. Anything with coronavirus in the title, it was getting demonetized. And, well, this was YouTube making preventative steps to stop the promotion of fear or misinformation. Now, they've gone back on that feature. I'm not sure if this video is going to get demonetized or not. I'll let you know in the comments down below. Now, the name and its association with the popular beer brand, well, it makes jokes all too easy. But then bars, they even started offering specials. Also, the brand, well, it was quick to point out that it's actually seen an increase in sales. Now, late night talk show hosts, they got to work with everyone from Jimmy Kimmel to Jimmy Fallon, even Conan. Well, they were making all sorts of gags about the pandemic. Events in public places have, on the other hand, seen a massive dip in attendance. Now, malls, they're empty. People, they're staying home. Tourism globally, it's taken a dip, and Trump, he just recently announced a travel ban between the US and Europe. Now, even popular Hollywood stars, they've tested positive, including the likes of Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson. Now, their son Chet, he actually took to Instagram to explain how they're doing.
What's up, everyone? Yeah, it's true. My parents got coronavirus. Crazy. They're both down in Australia right now because my dad was shooting a movie down there. But I just got off the phone with them. They both are fine. They're not even that sick. They're not worried about it. They're not tripping, but they're going through the necessary health precautions, obviously. But I don't think it's anything to be too worried about. I appreciate everyone's concern and the well wishes, but I think it's all going to be all right. But I appreciate it, and just everybody stay safe out there. Much love.
For the time being, March Madness will go on, but it won't have anyone in attendance. And the NBA, they've suspended gameplay, which is bad news for season ticket holders. But if you're a fan of the Toronto Raptors like we are here, well, it might be good news. We might get to hold on to the championship title just for another year. Now, as things progress, it's hard to find someone who hasn't been affected. Our hearts and prayers, they go out to all those who have lost a loved one, and just the world in general. A lot of people are freaking out, right? Like, rightfully so. As for the rest of the story, well, I think we're gonna wrap this one up here. Of course, this is Before They're Famous. My name is Michael McCredden. We make all sorts of celebrity bios here for you on this channel, and once in a while, we'll hit you with a big news story. This is a big one, man. It's taken over the world. So, of course, we wanted to inform you guys, educate you, and hopefully entertain you. Just a little bit. All right, see you guys in another video. Boom!